Hello everybody. What a beautiful sunrise this morning. Look at the sun on the outskirts of the ocean while we have docked here in Kaui. Unbelievable island. If you look at the breathtaking views, let's go out there and see the gardens and the hills and the forests and the waterfalls today. It's a beautiful, beautiful setting and the sun feels so good. Look at this. So if you look right here, look at the beautiful birds of paradise all potted up and everything. And yeah, we're in Kauai. Okay, it's so hard to talk about all these different islands. They're all formed in a different language, I believe. But I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna have a beautiful day because like I said, the sun is out. Let's go out there and see what they got in these beautiful, beautiful gardens. And they're not gardens. They were man and woman and earth made. Let's go out there and see the creations out there in beautiful Hawaii. Beautiful, beautiful setting in the background. Let's follow the rooster here. Maybe he can show us the island. Wait, not so fast, not so fast. Look at the rocks and just think, they got shot out of a volcano. Here's something actually really kind of cool out here. As the waves come in, they have little natural blowholes, and that's the biggest one. So you can see how it's
coming in, and then all of a sudden it blows the water out through the hole. Let's see if we can get a big giant wave to come in and really show some good action. This one seems to be the most active right now, so let's see if we can get some good action on this one. Look at that. That is so creation. And it's all natural. Wow. Isn't that a showstopper?
Lower the Y Valley, and these stalks with the white bellflowers, these are close relatives of agave. They call furcrea, and they're introduced as a crop to produce fiber to make ropes, and they've gone wild here. So these stalks.
Look at these. They naturally form into the landscape. Just a little drizzle out here in the rainforest. As you see, look at some of the ferns coming right out of the side of the concrete dam. Look at that, even that tree is coming outside of the concrete. It's growing right out of the concrete.
Jimmy, I'm going to show you all the flowers.
Bob, let's go ahead and do it.
Let's do it.
This particular variety is called Pro-10. Look at how it looks so amazing out here.
It comes in every color. Here's the garden spider. Here's a male garden spider.
And look at how the color flows right throughout the whole garden. Quite amazing, reaching for the sky.
One variety of breadfruit brought north of the equator, and this is it. Hawaiians call it ulu. Breadfruit is a fig. Breadfruit's in the fig family. And most people of the world eat breadfruit at this firm, starchy stage. And if you want to eat it at this stage, you need to prepare it. At this stage, you can shred it, dry it, grind it into flour, use it for baking bread. It is gluten-free. Or you can cook it and make you can make French fries, chips, and mashed potatoes. And this Hawaiian breadfruit, which Hawaiians call ulu, is seedless. And to propagate it, you grow it from root cuttings. What family is breadfruit in?
Fig.
Yes, fig family. And that will be on the final test.
So this is what it does
So you can eat
when
it?
it ripens. Yes, you can eat it now.
Are you tasting
How is it?
You can make vodka from it.
Tasty, a little chewy.
You can make vodka.
Breadfruit
is very tropical.
Good or no good?
Good.
Okay. Yummy.
Originate down in the South Pacific, native to the Solomon, Bismarck, New Caledonia Islands. Now grown all over the tropical world for landscaping and for cut flowers. And like most gingers, no value for food or spice. And there are many dozens of varieties of the red ginger. And this is a horticultural variety created in Darwin, Australia. It's called Darwin Delight. And they produce color all year round.
It also has some white flowers.
And the actual flower is the white flower in there.
Oh, I thought it was the red.
The pink bracts attract pollinators. And we're going to head down this way. It's got tubular green flowers full of nectar. In South America, where it's native, it's pollinated by hummingbirds. But on Kauai, we don't have hummingbirds. They're not native here. And our native honeycreeper birds which the honeycreeper birds love nectar, they have gone extinct here in the lowlands. And our most common bird on Kauai is a bird introduced here from Japan called warbling white-eye. It's a little green bird that loves nectar. So when this green tubular flower gets pollinated, it forms a strange looking fruit. The fruit looks like a blue-headed caterpillar. And birds eat that caterpillar looking fruit and spread the seeds. So I'm hearing white eyes up in the tree here. It makes that little twitter sound. It's our most common bird on the island, warbling white eye. It's way up. None of them are native here. They're found all around the world, and a characteristic of costas, the leaves grow in a spiral. This one is spiraling counterclockwise. It follows the Fibonacci series. And this plant of Peru, Costus scaber, is now grown all over the tropical world for landscaping and for cut flowers. And it's got a wonderful texture under the leaves. Touch underside of the leaf, it's a feast for the senses. Touch underside the leaf on this plant. Super soft. It makes excellent baby wipes. So the heliconias are mostly native to Central and South America. This is Heliconia vaginalis, and it makes blue berries, and birds eat the berries and spread the seeds. So this heliconia has flowers that look like little bananas. And this is being pollinated here by warbling white-eyes, and then it starts developing the fruit. Here's the flower of this tree up here. These are the flowers that fell off. This is the flower of a male African breadnut tree. And we got too much rain on here, but when it was dry, if you rub on this, clouds of pollen come out. It's just covered with anthers full of pollen. African breadnut tree. We have a female tree up in McBride Garden, and she makes really huge fruit.
So what is the people eat the bread nut?
Oh, they eat the seeds.
Seed.
The seeds are quite large. Anyone want to look at the male flower mealworms today?
We left them at the
So the white rump shaman thrush, they were brought here from Indonesia, and they're very common throughout Kaui in the woodlands. This is a male shaman thrush, and he's hoping you brought your mealworms today and everyone forgot. Many various processed foods, and so you may have seen the name of this plant on your plant label or your food labels. This is called annatto. Have all you had annatto in your food? Probably most all of you have eaten this. And the surface of the seeds has a pigment, and it's used as food coloring around the world.
Is it red dye number 19?
Younger kind?
It's also called the lipstick tree.
Huh.
It is a plant of Central America. It's a spiderwort, Cochleostemma odoratissimum, and flowers year-round. It has really nice blue flowers. And in Central America, where this is native, it grows up on the trees. It's an air plant or epiphyte. And this plant is a bucket plant. It captures and holds water. It captures leaf litter from overhead, and the leaf litter provides food for bacteria. It gets very stagnant, and there's a wonderful hatchery for mosquitoes.
Check this one out. This one here is a monkey pod tree. Look at the way it actually sits. Unbelievable. And it actually produces berries that the birds eat. They're everywhere.
Look at how the little saplings are growing right off of this moist pine that fell, but there's enough water and there's just enough soil to root. Look at that. And these here will eventually decompose this, and you'll have all kinds of plants. Look at the root system on this one. Well, look at this one. This one is called mesquite. Look at, it's almost like a fern-shaped type of a leaf. Unbelievable. And there's a larger one in the background.
Deep in the middle of the woods. track down the hill and see what else is out there. Look at this. Could you imagine? Naturally, these are waterfalls. Could you imagine creating something just exactly like this in your own garden? Wow. Look at this. This is an actual real giant in Hawaii rainforest. I'm beside myself. I mean, look at this. Gardens and gardens and gardens of trees and shrubs and all kinds of plant life. I mean, you just can't make this up. Could you imagine what you could do in your own garden with just a little bit of plant material? Well, you got trees with air ferns inside of them, you know, all kinds of different. Could you imagine someday there'll be some kind of science and medical breakthrough that some of these plants are actually gonna be able to help us in our life. Let's go ahead and see what else is out there, because this is an amazing forest.
Park. In the summer of 1992, Steven Spielberg's film crew filmed two very important scenes for the first Jurassic Park movie. And one of the most memorable scenes was filmed in the middle tree. In that middle tree, there was a pile of dinosaur eggshells. And Dr. Alan Grant, who's the paleontologist in the movie, he's taking a ground shot of cabin through the forest. They were coming from this way. And when Dr. Grant got to the middle tree, he looked down to the roof. Well, there's a bunch of shoots and there's a pile of dinosaur eggshells down below. And he was very excited. He leaped over the root. He sat down next to the shells and picked up dinosaur eggshells. He said, "Oh God!" He saw little trackways of little baby dinosaurs coming out of the roots there. And then he said, "Life found a way." And that was the theme of the first Jurassic Park movie. Life finds a way. So feel free to go way up in the roots. These are banyans native to the east coast of Australia, commonly called Morton figs. These were planted in 1950 from 1 gallon pots. So in 75 years they've gotten quite big. So feel free to go way up in the roots. This is a good spot.
So look at this. We're walking across all these trees. No joke. Check this out. This is the actual egg that was in Jurassic Park. Look at this. I'm not even kidding around. You can't make this up. Let's put it back in case this hatches. Let's get out of here.
So look at this. You can't make this up. This was naturally formed by Bob. What was formed? How did this whole thing get created?
warm. This pool down below is 10 feet deep, and this is the Wai stream, and the name of the falls is Waihulele Falls.
Wow. And you know something? You know, it'd be really cool if you could create something like this in your garden. But this isn't a garden. This is nature making this.
Yeah, this is a national waterfall.
Wow. Well, I don't know if you're all out there, but I've been walking around the dirt, getting my hands all dirty. I'm actually gonna drop my drawers, drop my shirt, gonna take a little shower over here. I just gotta find the soap. So Bob, this is unbelievable. I had such an unbelievable time today. You can't make any of this stuff. Boy, do you know your trees and shrubs and everything. So how can people reach out to you, and or you told me there's a committee that does all of this?
Well, we have a website, and we're at the National Tropical Botanical Garden, and we have 5 major gardens. We're at part of McBride Garden, and the garden that we went through earlier is Allerton Garden, and you can book tours online,
And how can they do that?
I do not know the name of.
I don't either. I'm not an actual.
But if you just Google NTBG, National Tropical Botanical Garden, you can find out endless information about the gardens.
You know what the sad thing is? The government grants and stuff like that have kind of dried up. So Bob and his team would love to have donations to keep this amazing, amazing creation that we all can enjoy for years and years. Well, Bob, thank you so much for entertaining me in this unbelievable forest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My God, I think I'm gonna stay here.
You should get a job here.
See that, Chris? I think I'm gonna work here. Did you just all know that this, the hibiscus, is the state flower for Hawaii everywhere? Well, if you look at this right now, it's in full bloom, and it's almost like a microphone. And if you look, the hummingbirds, if there's any around, must actually love this. Look at us too. We should be a couple.